I'm excited. I'm excited to be a part of the team. I'm excited to learn as much as I can for the next 3 weeks, and then develop a plan for spring training and moving forward. So we have a lot of young, talented players that I think will be fun to work with. It's nice to see him. It's been a long time. We won a World Series together, so it's nice to see him again. And he'll be around a lot. He'll be part of the team, if you will, when he can, when he has time, and we're lucky to have him. Yeah, he brought him to Pumpkin, so we all got a chance to taste them. They're very good. Because I'm here, they're better. Well, I think they have a lot of talent. We're, as you see out there, we're trying to refine skill, give them tips on how to become better players. So they're working hard. They're energetic. They're enthusiastic, and a pleasure to work with. So one day, they may find themselves in the major leagues. A lot of them, but not one in particular. It's understanding them at this point that I'm concerned with. Understanding their strengths, their weaknesses, how we can improve those, and just getting to know them. I've never met any of them until I got here. So it's important for me just to let them know that I'm here to support them and work with them as much as they need to work. So to say one or the other is probably not appropriate at this point, but everybody's working extremely hard. Yeah, I'm by nature a coach, infield coach, hitting coach. So it's important for me to talk with the player and understand what they're feeling at that point during a practice, what they're working on, so I can understand what they're doing. That's very important to me. Well, anybody, really. It's not about, for me, it's not about the home run. It's about the extra base hit. So it's important for them to understand that they can hit an extra base hit in the right count or in the right situation. So we're continually working on that. Well, we're working on certainly being good hitters, understanding that we have opportunity to drive runs in with guys in scoring position. That's the most important thing. I think it's just experience. They've played both here and in the U.S. at the highest level. So if anybody has a question, they have the experience of being there, so they can relate to the player. So if somebody's struggling, they've struggled. If somebody's having success, they've had success at the highest level. So it's important. It's very important for us to have those coaches here. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it has any real impact. Players are concerned with their performance, their families. We hope to provide a good environment for them to come play. It certainly helps that if an American comes here, I speak the language, our bullpen coach speaks the language, bench coach speaks the language, Jay speaks the language a little bit, so they can relate to a foreign player coming here. Well, I had to make sure that my family was okay with it, but it's the same as being in a different city. The opportunity to come to this club with rich tradition, a history of winning, was important to me, and we hope to get back there as quickly as possible. So I look at it as a fantastic opportunity, not only to manage, but to be a part of an organization with such history. Yes, I spoke with Trey after I met with Mr. Cho and Mr. Choi in Los Angeles. Asked him about his experience. He loved it here. He loved being a part of the KBO, and just asked him his opinion on things here. He told me that I would thoroughly enjoy the experience. We work collectively as a group of coaches every day to, in this scenario, make the players better, help them become better players. As we get to spring training in the season, we'll work in the same capacity to win games. So once the season starts next year, it's about winning. If we can accomplish that, then everything else takes care of itself. It is information that we can use to our advantage. That's all it is. But all it is information. So it's up to us to decipher that information, understand our players, understand our team, and how we can use that to help us win a game. It changes from day to day, of course, but it's simply information that we can use to help. Pitch it, catch it, and hit it. Analytics will never help a player do that. But what it can do is help them get in a better position, help them understand more, have something that can back up a philosophy, as an example. It won't help them pitch it or catch it or hit it, but it'll help them understand it, and hopefully, they can use it to their advantage. I want them to be able to have fun playing. I want them to work hard and take it very seriously when they do. But above all, I want them to work as a team. I'm part of that team. So I need to be with them as they progress in their careers. So if we can collectively come together as a unit, then we're stronger because of it. So I don't like the word rebuild. That gives the perception that we're not going to win. The desire to do so must be there every day. So the players feel that way, I feel that way, our coaching staff feels that way, that every day we walk through the door to this stadium or any other, we have an opportunity to win. That's how we approach it. So the word rebuild insinuates that we're not going to win, but we can beat anybody on any given day. So today's game, we will try to win. Care about the details of the game. We want to play good defense. We want to hit well with runners in scoring position. We want to run the bases effectively. Certainly pitch well. So the details of all of that are very important. How do we do that? How do we approach hitting with runners in scoring position? How do we approach our defense? Those things have to be at the top of our mind. If we can accomplish that, then we have a great chance to win every day. We can't wait to play. I've heard many great things about the fans. I've met a lot of them on the street. They're very excited about their team. So we're excited to be part of it. And we can't wait for spring training and the first game and next season. So we are as excited as they are to start the season. That's just the way I look. Appearance is one thing, but deep down I care about these players. I care about this team. I care about the fan base. And we will do everything we can do to provide a winner for them. So yes, appearance-wise, I may look one way, but I'm certainly not that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks.